every Friday at 8, and now every Saturday at the Leisure Center for the Arts in Walnut Creek, California. Tickets available at bestofsfstandup.com. Coming at you live from San Francisco, California, the greatest city in the world. Here's your host, Bye Ho!
Doesn't help with stand-up comedy, you know, but like I was at yeah.
Did you know that for the price of a grande caramel macchiato, you can keep this show free and unsullied by corporate sponsorship? You can tip us on Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Links are in the chat.
Wow. All right, here we are. I see Chris Shepakase. I don't know what you guys see, but thank you to the 12 people who got wind of the new time for this very special show we're doing. I see some people here. Tammy and Vince are here. We got Chris Shepakase. We got Jeff Cooper. Stavros is here. And, of course, Giannis is here. Thank you so much, Giannis.
Thank you, Chicani Stavros.
Alaime Giannis, sí.
Polikala.
Do you guys know each other?
No, but our genes do. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, automatic, baby. Greeks,
yeah.
So, Stavros, are you in Greece right now?
Yeah. Right now I'm in Greece because I've been dealing with my father's problem, has a serious health problem, and yeah.
Well, but you sometimes are in San Francisco, right?
In Los Angeles, but I've never been to San Francisco. I've been to Ohio, but I've never been to San Francisco.
Oh man, I was completely wrong about you. I thought that you were lived in San Francisco, but
you should visit San Francisco in 2017. It's great.
Okay.
Speaking of visiting San Francisco, Giannis, you're going to be here next weekend.
That's right.
At Cobb's on October 27th and October 28th, and you got 4 shows. Do you know who's going to be on those shows with you?
I do not know. I don't remember. I don't know, but it's San Francisco has great comedians. So yeah, they're not letting me bring my feature. So
what about Vahe? What about Vahe?
No.
I mean, they booked it already. I mean, she booked it already, so it's great.
So cancel it, damn it. But
I'll try it. I mean, you know, San Francisco is going through some serious budget cuts right now, and that was one of the budget cuts. They're cutting millions of dollars from certain services, and they also cut money for comedians. So, I mean, I can't wait to perform in whatever's left of San Francisco.
Well, they didn't cut too much. There's 5 of them still in the office.
Yeah, they need to. Yeah, well, you know how it is. The brass always keeps their job, and they cut the workers.
Hey, no bad mouthing the workers at Cobb's, okay? That's just.
Cobb's?
I love Cobb's.
By the way, Chris,
I've been there 7 years.
Is that a crack pipe that you have in your hand there?
Nah, this is a fentanyl pipe. I might be dead before the show's over, so don't worry about it. It's for my joint. It's to hold my joint, fool. I don't smoke crack.
So the last time I saw Chris was on Friday, and that was at Kel's. We did a show together, and it was like hella fun and stuff. But there was like an unfortunate incident that occurred. Chris, do you remember that?
What was it, me?
No. Well, yeah, that was kind of unfortunate too. But it was like when I was on stage, and so Giannis, since I wanted to ask you about this and get your opinion on this, because you've got great material, obviously, and but you're also known for great crowd work. Would you say so, or?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's one of those things that's become very popular because of the internet. Yeah, I mean, I've been, you know, you do crowd work when your material's not going great or you're trying to connect to the crowd, but now it's, yeah, people go see people in theaters to see them, ask them what they do for a living.
Yeah, there's a lot of mixed opinions on crowd work, and a lot of people don't like, but I think, yeah, you nailed it in that, like, so I had dug myself a hole with my material, and it wasn't going well.
You got heckled by a couple that was trying to sleep with you after the show.
Yes, there was a swinger couple there, and you know the thing with the swinger couples is like the lady is attractive, and then the guy is. I mean, in this case, the guy was also attractive, but it's like a judgment call as to like how attractive the guy is.
I swear they look like Ken and Barbie, don't they? They look like Ken and Barbie in their 40s.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but that's actually not what I'm talking about. And actually, we have the clip. It's a very low quality clip, but I wanted to show it to you guys to get your feedback. But I want to set it up first, which is so basically it wasn't going well for me, and I was doing my joke, my inflation joke, and it goes like basically it's like, you know, that the good thing about inflation is like things are cheaper now than they will ever be. So that's like a positive thing, you know, like, and then it goes, I say like, you know, 30 years from now, we're going to be like, I remember when you could get a dozen eggs for $20, you know, and it keeps going. But like, and then, but then this guy, and, you know, I kind of stopped, and there was an older gentleman in the audience. And you know, I was like, well, in 30 years, you're not going to be here. You're going to be dead, you know, probably. And that was like in bad taste, maybe. And then the audience kind of like turned on me.
Kinda.
Yeah, they didn't, and then they took the old guy's side, you know. But then I tried to like dig myself out, and I was like, no, I said like, you're an attractive man, you're doing well, you know, for your age. And then I kept trying to dig myself out. I was like, I would have sex with you, you know, you're like that good looking. And then it still wasn't working. So I took it a step further, and I think I took it a step too far. So if we could play the clip, and maybe hopefully you guys can like see what this, you can actually make out what the clip is saying. But Giannis, I'd love to get your input on this clip here.
I know, but you'll be there. You'll be alive. Science will have advanced a lot. And you're a healthy guy. You're a nice, like, looking man. I actually do. My young seaman will propel you many decades into the future. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so.
Well, there you have it. My embarrassment lives on into the internet here, but so basically I said that my semen would enable him to live longer. And yeah, so Giannis, what do you think? What did you think of that interaction there?
It was great. It was great. People laughed. How does it do on TikTok? How's it doing?
I haven't posted it yet on TikTok, but
all that matters is the numbers, baby. Throw it up there and see what happens. All you gotta do is throw it against the wall. Throw a billion of them. Talk to that algorithm.
That's true.
Seaman, that was like 2 weeks ago that the Navy was in town. What seaman are you talking about?
Can I have 1 minute to talk about heckling?
Yeah, sure. We got like one of the best comics in the world here, but why not go to Jeff Cooper so he can say some shit?
Well, I just wanted to, because heckling is actually part of my routine.
Shut the fuck up, Jeff Cooper!
No, what is the number one thing that hecklers say to comedians? What's the thing first? Come on, what do you got?
Say something funny.
Well, that's the comedy star.
You suck. Who said that? I heard somebody say that.
Me.
You suck. Okay, here's my response to you suck. You can use it in the future if you want. All right, here we go.
Hey, I'm going to block Jeff Cooper if you keep continuing. This is bullshit, man. This is bullshit. Go learn how to heckle people, you fucking loser.
Oh, well, here's my response. We don't have the fucking loser one. I've only got a minute, but my response to you suck is no, sir.
You sound like you got a dick in your mouth when you're talking.
I don't suck, sir. I hate to admit it, but I'm an actual straight man. I know that's not you.
You suck 5 out of 10 ways.
I know that's not you.
That's not me.
I am actually quite erudite, and I was a master debater in high school, and now I'm a cunning linguist. So I lick. I don't suck. You suck. Thank you. There's my minute of time to you.
My name is Jeff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So there you go. I don't know, but Giannis, I'm coming to your show on Saturday. My wife and I are going to be there, and we're going to bring a couple friends and stuff. So really looking forward to that.
Yeah, man, look forward to having you.
You showed up on my algorithm like 2 months ago. You got like an awesome podcast. Your ability to just talk for like a long time and have it be entertaining is kind of special. Like I don't think a lot of people could do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, but it was incredible. I liked your Hassan Minaj thing. Actually, that's what popped up on my thing, and I started watching a lot of your stuff after that. So, what's the name of your podcast?
The Giannis Pappas Hour.
Yeah. So, is it always an hour each time?
Yeah, it's around an hour. Yeah, I mean, it's a play off the news, you know, because it's like a news. I do like I'm at a news desk and I just yell. So it's a news satire show. It's satire show of the news.
It's hilarious. We do a lot of news satire stuff here too. In fact, we have a regular segment here where Vince does some jokes. Vince, do you have jokes ready for us here?
Let me think for a second. My phone holds them all because obviously I'm too old.
Hey, Tammy and
Vince. I can't
Vince.
remember shit.
Tammy and Vince, are you guys going to come to Cobb's this weekend?
What day? The 28th?
Yeah, it's the Friday the 27th and Saturday the 28th, I think.
I'll have to check with my my management team to see if I'm available.
Yeah, I won't go on unless you're there, Tammy.
Oh.
I wrote this one the other day. The difference between good edibles and great edibles is when you're searching for the seatbelt while you're on the toilet.
I don't get that.
Well, we've not had great edibles then.
Yeah, the great edibles, you get really high and you're looking for the seatbelt because you're like bugging out. It's pretty decent, actually.
There you go.
I'm thinking about joining the Jehovah's Witness. I think it's going to open a lot of doors for me.
There we go. There we go. Punt on. Yeah, punt it out. Punt it out of the punt it to the other team.
I got my response for Jehovah's Witnesses in chat right now.
This one I liked. I read the paper the other morning. A guy was in the hospital with 12 plastic horses shoved up his ass. The doctor considered his condition very stable.
These are great. I'm on board. I'm on board. These would be great tweets.
Oh yeah.
Or I'm sorry, excretions or whatever they're called now.
I accidentally handed my wife the glue stick the other day instead of the chapstick. She still isn't talking to me.
Oh.
That's the kind of stuff that I do. Kind of
At
I
home,
like it.
in the bathroom.
at home in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because I got the seatbelt on.
Yeah, I like it. Those are great, man. Good writing.
Vince always coming through for us here.
Yeah, yeah. I like
All
it.
right.
I enjoyed them.
Thank you.
All right, here we go, Stavros. It's your time to shine.
My time shine, oh my God. Do you have any people that recently got cheated from their boyfriend or girlfriend here? From these 15 people? I don't see anyone. Okay. I'm gonna say sorry about that. So I was in a 3.5-year relationship with my ex-girlfriend. And on the day of our anniversary, I also had my birthday.
Oh.
You know, she calls me at 12 o'clock. Oh, baby, I love you so much. I'll spend the rest of eternity, butterflies and stuff, all these things. Hope we get married. But the problem is that she was at Erasmus. You know Erasmus program? Where college students go to other countries? No?
Yeah.
Okay. And she was supposed to go out with guys from a different country. And I turned to say, hello, baby. if you are going to do something naughty, send me a message first, break up with me, and then do whatever you want. Go and suck everything you want. Just break up with me first. And then she starts yelling, "Oh my God, what are you talking about?" Then I say, okay, I should better zip my mouth. I zip my mouth. For literally all the time she's been shouting and yelling at me, I felt like I was at the thriller, the thriller It. You know the thriller It? Yeah, I didn't hear her screaming. I only heard, the sound effect. All the things I was hearing was just this. You could, oh my God. Anyway, we've been through this. Then the next morning, we wake up. I listen to my phone. I have a message. I check my phone. She cheated on me. She sends a text that she cheated me.
Oh, that's not good.
Yes, she did the perfect gift for our anniversary and for my, for my birthday. Well, I needed to go to, get a little shaved, get my hair, a little short because I had an appointment. I tried to, cut my hair, but from the horns that I had from cheating on me, I don't know if there's a saying here in America, but here in Greece, when someone is cheating on us, we say that he's got horns. I don't know if there's the saying. Then the barber
we call him horse.
Okay. Then the barber turns on, the shaving machine. He couldn't shave my hair because of the horns. So if you shave, I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, I tried to cut them off, but unfortunately I can't. Anyway, thank you for having me. My shows are always fun and quick. These are the 3 words I hear every time I go to a bed with a girl: fun and quick. So thank you for having me.
All right,
Yay.
thanks for being here. And
Yeah.
what is it? You got a beautiful head of hair. What is it about Greek people? They've always got the nicest hair.
Uh-huh.
Full. I don't think I've ever seen a Greek person with. I mean, Giannis, look at your.
We're Turkish rape babies, so that's one of the good positives that comes with it.
Dang.
Do the Turks have nice hair as well?
Well, the combination, it's just one of the only positives that came from occupation.
And look, I can pull them underwater.
You've never seen Telly Savalas, obviously.
Yeah, he had no hair.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but
Kojak.
No, you're well after it before his time on that.
By the way, Enoch was at Kel's on Friday.
Yes, he was. And I was at Pat Travers last night. Look what he did to my t-shirt. I wore this shirt and he defaced it with his signature. Isn't that great? Rock and roll legend signs Enoch's t-shirt.
Rock and roll, baby.
And I stole a bunch of peanuts from Five Guys Burgers.
Yeah, those are free.
Used to be a cheap burger. I paid $15 for a piece of meat on a bun.
Yeah.
I could have a ribeye steak for that. But I got a shitload of their peanuts.
Nice move.
Oh, of course. I went back like 5 times and walked out of there with a garbage sack full of them.
Would have been easier if you went back with 5 guys.
Yeah, that's true. They call it 5 guys, but all I saw were 2 guys working there and 2 girls. So it was 4 people. So where do they get the 5 guys from? It should be 4 people.
Hey, I just want to say Chris Shabakase just got back from Chile. He was in Chile for 3 weeks.
Well, I got a question. Isn't Greece like the Egyptian version of white people? Like white people love to go to Greece, but shouldn't they go to Egypt instead?
Sure, I agree. Check out
What is it?
Egypt. There's nothing there except a couple of old triangles. It's much better than the Aegean and the Mediterranean and the beaches and the fun and Mykonos and Paris Hilton naked on top of a table pouring champagne on herself. I'd much rather go stare at two triangles.
Well, that's what I'm all about. It's the triangles, because I'm about triangles. That's where I come from. I come from the triangle world.
Because you're Illuminati.
Pyramids
right?
are not triangles. Get your geometry straight.
Hey, and my other question is, Damon Lillard, is he going to be good this year or what?
That's a good question. I believe so. I think he's got plenty in the tank. I think when somebody who still has it goes to a team like that, I think he's going to fit in well because everyone knows what he can do. So he's just looking to win. So I think that's a nice combination there. I think Giannis is probably the all-around most talented player in the world. So Milwaukee's going to be good.
Did you ever think that there'd be another Giannis that was as popular that was also black?
I never know. I never saw that coming. I never saw me being pushed down to the last option on the Google search with the name Giannis. No, I didn't see that coming. Thankfully, he spells it differently, but there's three of us now. There's Giannis, there's Yanni, and then there's Giannis on the Bucks. So there's three, and I'm the way least famous of the three. So yeah, I'm like, mine's like the Who. Who's that? That's me.
Yeah, I bet. Is Yanni Greek or?
Yeah, Yanni's Greek, and it's the same name as Giannis. You just drop the S. When you talk to someone first person, you go Yanni. So he just went with Yanni for the rest of the world. The term of endearment.
Giannis?
What's the saying?
Wasn't he an adopted Greek though?
No, he was Greek. He was Greek.
He was born there?
Yeah, he was born there. Yeah, he's a real deal Greek, not like me. I represent the diet. Yeah.
Σπίτι χωρίς Γιάννη, προκοπή δεν κάνει.
Translated for the American folks.
The American folks, if there's a house without Giannis inside the house, it doesn't have any
Greeks.
How can we say that?
Do you have any relatives named Giannis, Stavros?
Yeah, Yanni is it means John, so it's the most popular name in Greece. They're everywhere. It's only exotic in the U.S.
Stavros is frozen. So we recently changed the format of this show. It used to be comics would do like sets, but now we've switched it into more of like a conversation podcast. And this is the first one we've ever done of these.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. It just so happens that Giannis, you're here on our very first new format of the show. So
I love to be a part of history. It's a historic broadcasting, and I'm very proud and honored to be part of this.
Sure, let's say,
dude, it's awesome that you're here. Yeah. Did you do a lot of Zoom shows like during the pandemic?
Yeah. This is going to make me get a COVID test.
Didn't you do like a VR show?
I did do a VR show for Next VR for Oculus live in Gotham. I hosted it. Yeah.
Was that fun?
It was, it was a fun stand-up show. The actual experience of watching it in VR, I don't think it really caught on. I mean, Oculus didn't really catch on. It's I think, to be honest with you, that's why you're seeing such a boom in comedy right now. And I kind of saw that coming. Because I think people are just inundated with screens. It's not special to be on a screen anymore, and everyone's broadcasting. So I feel like the live experience is the unique thing. It's become like what television used to be. So I feel like that's why people are going out to so many shows, and this is the biggest comedy boom in history by far, is because people want to experience live things because it's now unique. It's unique to have a live experience. Whereas, texting someone or seeing their profile or seeing something they posted is commonplace. We're all in our phones.
That's
Do you
true.
think the pandemic was a help or a hurt to comedy?
Comedy's recession proof. It's like alcohol and prostitution. You know, it's the worse things get, the more people need to laugh. So comedy, I think, was unaffected. I just think the boom is happening because people are sick of technology in a lot of ways. They crave a lot of yeah.
They want to like go outside and be around people. But have you noticed a kind of a migration away from the cities more into like the suburbs? Because that's definitely what we've seen in like the Bay Area.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That depending on what you want to admit or what your politics are, obviously COVID played a huge role, but also other people would say, not me necessarily, because I don't feel like getting into it, but you know, some of the politics has sort of scared people, although they don't admit it that much. They'll say, yeah, just, you know, but it's happened before. You see it after riots. There's a lot of flight. And we had a lot of riots. We had a lot of riots in big cities through the pandemic and afterwards. And so, you know, people, when they have kids or when they're about to have kids, they are very politically incorrect about their decisions, and they just think about their safety or whatever. And I think that's why you're seeing a lot of the flight outside of the cities, and obviously that's hurting the cities and their tax bases. And you see it in New York, you see it in San Francisco. I know you guys have had companies leave, and there's been a flight to the suburbs for sure. It's happened again. It's cyclical. Hopefully it'll come back and cities will regain their form. But as a comedian, I travel to some of the places where it used to boom, and it's just crazy to see those cities. And now you see it happening in real time to some other cities, and you're like, oh, this is exactly what happened to Fort Wayne. It's exactly what happened to Poughkeepsie, New York. It's what happened to Troy, New York. It's what happened to Rochester. It's like the industry left, and then, you know, and then meth heads come in.
Yeah, like we did a show on Fridays and Saturdays in San Francisco, like downtown, for many years. And it was like on a Friday after work, it would be bustling there with just like thousands of people walking. And it was right downtown. So it was like on Market Street, and like people would be walking, you know, just like thousands of people walking by. Now it's like a dozen people, and a lot of like meth heads and stuff.
Where's the rest of my meth?
Exactly. So like, but what we did
brown
was like
sidewalks too. Nobody likes those.
A felony quantity of meth.
We moved the Best of SF show to a suburb called Walnut Creek, and that's been doing like killer.
Science.
Because like all those people don't want to go into the city, so the fact that they can get like San Francisco comedy like in their backyard is like amazing, you know?
Yeah.
If you ever want to do that show, that Lesher, it seats like the big theater seats like 2,000 people. So I don't know if you ever.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
I think there's a lot of people who would like to see you in Walnut Creek. But Chris, what do you think, man? How did the pandemic affect your career?
Well, first of all, we got to build a wall, keep the foreign comedians from coming here, taking our spots, you know, like Nick, who came from another country. I think, you know, I was about to blow up before COVID, you know, I was going to blow up. I was going to take over the Tonight Show. COVID happened. I got sick. It ruined my career. And now we're doing shows again, Vahe.
Hell yeah, we are.
But I have an opinion on war. I figured out how to end wars. We just got to send hot chicks to wars. You know, because men are more romantic. They'll make sure their hotties don't go to the war. They'll stop wars to keep their hot girlfriends from going to war. They'll go protest. You know, we get these influencers, you know, the ones that have 20 million dudes in love with them. We send them off to war, and that'll be it. War will be over.
I love it. That's how the Greeks used to win wars. That's why traditional Greek shows used to wear dresses. And then the Scottish took that idea, because when we'd come over the horizon, it would disarm the Persians, and they'd be like, oh, a bunch of chicks are coming. And then before you know it, we got swords.
That joke really killed me.
Are you dead?
I will be.
You're on the runway for sure. Plane's about to take off soon.
He's got like 5 good years left.
Yeah, they're definitely clear for takeoff.
He's in love with Suzanne Summers. He doesn't realize she's dead.
I can sit here and I'm watching airplanes right now trying to take off through the fog. But,
tell us.
I worry they'll hit my house. So they're not taking off.
Tell us your Suzanne Summers short skirt theory.
Well, I'll get to. I'm glad Chris doesn't live over here. He'd be one of those guys with the little laser pen. Oh, there's an airplane. You know, he'd be shooting the laser at the pen. I think that's what I think he'd be doing.
Loser, I ride planes. Why would I shoot them down? I ride planes.
No, I'd say you'd be putting the laser on it just to see how good your aim is. I don't think you can. I don't think you can hit the broadside of a 777.
I'll put the laser on your dick and try and make it work again.
Well, I already said you couldn't hit the broadside of a 777. So how could you hit anything that big?
Hey, you know, I was on an airplane and I did edibles. I was on an airplane doing edibles, and yeah, I couldn't find the seatbelt. So
I was gonna say I thought the stewardess would want her panties back.
You know, the stewardess these days are older than me and shit, you know? They're older than me. It's crazy. It's like being in a plane and having your mom ask you all the time, you want some coffee? You want coffee? You want some water, coffee? I'm like, dude, you're older than me. What the hell, dude? The pilot's probably 80 years old. What the hell is it with these people? They can't hire any younger hotties, you know? I flew KLM. I'm telling you, it was the best ride of my life. KLM, a bunch of blondes. These were Barbie-looking women. I thought, damn, I'm just going to fly KLM from now on. You know
they're responsible for the worst aircraft accident in history, don't you?
Well, of course, the pilot was getting a blowjob when the plane went down.
And he was an egotistical nihilist.
You can't even
He was their poster boy. Fly us. We don't care. We'll hit planes.
You can't spell KLM if they gave you the K, the L, and the M.
All right. Well, you know, if you guys come to Kel's on Friday, Enoch and Chris, you can see them in person. They do this pretty much nonstop. Like even during the show, they keep talking.
Well, we're usually more personable to each other in person, but since we're apart, you know, he knows he can get away with saying those things.
Enoch was telling me about how he was in grade school. Suzanne Summers had a house nearby his school, and he would be checking her out in her Catholic schoolgirl uniform, how her panties would be showing. I'm just like, why can't you tell that story, you loser?
I did not see it. I said that when she was in grade school, she started the mini skirt craze by hiking up those plaid skirts.
Yeah,
I wasn't even born yet. I was like 1 year old when that happened.
I mean, that's just stupid to say that. The woman is a legend and she's dead. But you know something about Suzanne Summers? I think every person in the world had a fantasy about Suzanne Summers. Women, man. She might be the first person ever to have a sexual fantasy by everybody alive at the same time.
Is he drinking ranch? Yeah.
What's that?
Are you drinking ranch?
I'm drinking like spicy ranch. Magic mushroom ranch.
All right, everybody. Well, this has been a special edition of
it's been special, all right.
Clusterfuck.
Say it, he's a retard. Enoch is a retard.
No.
With an IQ of 158?
You can't even spell 158 if they gave you the 158 and the 0.
The only thing I can't spell is your name.
That is tough to spell.
It's because it's like, you know, I'm like Greek. I'm a Greek South American. My last name's 13 letters, you know. So, yeah, you can't spell it.
You're hoarding all the vowels. There's a lot of people like Gerbex that need vowels. Give up some of your vowels.
My vowels. I'm not taking a shit in front of you again, loser. You keep my vowels out of this, okay? You keep my vowels out of this, okay? You want me to send you? Hey, that's disgusting, dude. You and your bathroom humor, dude. I told you bathroom humor never works.
I'm a loser. Your chief form of transportation is a pair of Converse shoes. I have a Cadillac, at least.
So
That's
what?
true.
You got
I've
a
seen it.
Cadillac.
I think
And your
calling
daddy
me-
bought that Cadillac, loser. I don't got a daddy to buy me cars anymore.
My dad died about 8 years before
my
I had it. I was thinking that when I bought the car, I thought, I bought a luxury car and my dad never had one. But I
Have you had
remember
a real
when I was a
job,
little
loser?
kid,
Have you had a real
he had an
job in your
old
life?
98, and that
Have
was
you-
a luxury car then.
Have you ever had a
Wait,
real
Tammy
job?
Tammy and Vince are missing. What happened?
How dare you?
I've got peanuts, and you don't even have any peanuts.
I can't do pissing contests.
All right. Well,
We're having a funny argument.
My
Yeah,
urine was
it's
clean for
hilarious.
3 weeks until I got back.
It's
We
embarrassing.
staged this argument 3 weeks ago. It's all been
Yeah,
written.
man.
All right. Well,
Suzanne Summers was a legend. God damn it, she quit.
Did you say
quit
Susan
being-
Summers is a lesbian? I didn't hear that. I was
said
in a loud
legend.
rock concert last
I
night.
said a legend. I think you might be a lesbian though.
Quit calling Susan Summers a lesbian. That's a
Suzanne
bad
Summers.
rumor.
Suzanne Summers, man, she's a legend.
Yeah, rest in peace.
She
Yeah.
quit her.
all right. That's what the mute button is created for. But this has been a lot of fun, and I thank Giannis so much for letting us joining us with this, and I
was a
hope
lot
you
of
had a
fun.
good time, Giannis, and we're
Yeah,
gonna be
come out. Come out
yeah.
and see me at Cobb's. It's going to be a seance for the legend Suzanne Summers.
That's
Get
gonna
a
be an
Ouija
awesome
board.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll bring her back.
So check out that show, and I don't know if we're gonna do this again at 8 with our normal audience here, because I feel like people really like that 8 o'clock show. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we do this at 8
I'll
today?
see you at 8.
We're gonna have a normal audience at 8.
Not if you're here.
Yeah, I think a lot of people didn't get the message. We did this kind of last minute and stuff, but it was still a lot of fun. I have a great deal of fun.
It'll
and,
be Abby normal, that's for sure.
Abby Normal, yeah.
Well, thanks for
let's
having me.
see.
Sorry I couldn't do it at 8, but I'll be on stage at 8, so I apologize. I'd love to do it at 8. This was fun.
You're in Austin, and are
Yeah.
you doing a show in Austin right now at 8?
Yeah, I'm doing a comedy mothership, Joe's Club, and the
Oh,
last
dude.
show's tonight. So
That's
last show.
amazing. That's so cool. All right, everybody. Well, we're gonna end this right now, but this is a special edition. We don't often do this, but it was a lot of fun, and we'll be back at 8. We'll be here back
We'll
at 8.
see you at 8.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thank you, Giannis. Thank you so much, and
Thank you guys. Pleasure.
yeah, thank you. A lot of fun. Thank you, everybody here.